This is what, so when I got taught this tool, I got taught this when I was training to be a coach. It's called the Wheel of Life. Now you can do this in every aspect of your life. You can break it down, you can take it holistically. So I'm going to do it from a high level, but you can break this down into any aspect. So what I want you to do, so once you've done the timeline, I then want you to go on to what's called the Wheel of Life. So I want you to draw a circle, and I'm sorry if it's not a perfect circle. Not terrible. And what I want you to identify is what, for the area you're talking about, so this could be your career, this could be your relationship, this could be money, this could be your house, this could be your life. So I'm going to take this from a high level, so Wheel of Life, right? So I'm going to write that there, Wheel of Life. So I'm going to break down just a very few areas. What is important to me in my life? So I'm going to break it to equal segments. So I'm going to have my family, so my wife, my parents, my brother, my sister-in-law, things like that. Then I'm going to go into, okay, so money, so family, money, career, health, so this is my fitness, this is what I eat. I don't know if you've seen some of my social media, I'm now starting like a health series, so posting what I actually eat and how that helps me. So this could be my health, and then I've not an equal circle, but I call it my physical. So I love to go to the gym, I love to keep fit, because I find it helps me with my mental side. It helps me, trains me to be the person, trains me for determination. It resets my brain at the end of the day. So that's why I want the physical is so important. And now what I want you to do here, this is 10 and this is 0. I want you to go on and rate yourself where you feel that you are now in your life. So with your family, how close are your bonds? How close are you to your wife? How many deep conversations do you have? Do you talk to your siblings? Do you talk to your parents? Do you talk enough to them? And I want you to rate it. So from 0 to 10, call it 0 is obviously you have no relationship whatsoever. 10 is it's absolutely fantastic and you love where you are today. So, okay, so I'm going to say I'm around a 7. And the reason for that, so call it 7. So the reason for that is, like, obviously I have a great relationship with my wife, but maybe I don't spend as much time as I should do with my parents, and maybe that's something I want to improve on. So okay, cool, that could be a 6. Money. So people always want more money, but recently this year I feel like my relationship with money has changed. I'm not in a bad place, I'm quite very comfortable, but I'm not in the place that I want to be with how I view money. So I'm going to say I'm around a 4. Career. So with my career, what I'm doing in my business, I feel like I'm still climbing. I'm on the ladder and I'm really getting to where I want to be, but it's not where I want to be yet, because I know it's a journey. But where I am, what I'm doing for it, the motivation is high. So I'm going to say I'm an 8 or a 9. So I'm going to call it a 9. I'm very happy where I am. Health, again, I'm probably the fittest, the healthiest I've ever been. I'm eating the best I've ever been. But I'm trying to eat less meat, less processed foods, more natural foods, more greens. So yeah, I'm going to say I'm probably around an 8. I could be a bit better, but I'm around an 8. Same with the physical. I train a lot. I'm the very fittest I've ever been, so I'm around an 8. Now what I want you to do is I want you to rate where you want to be. So this is, remember, this is the things that's important to you. So family, okay, so if I want to be, I want around to be a 9. Money, I want to achieve what my view on money is. So I want to be around an 8. Career, I'm happy with that. Well, career, it depends what I want to do. If I'm going to take off the business, go forward with the business, then maybe I want to take a step back from doing something else, but that's fine. That's all along in the journey. So I'm going to stay where I am. Health, again, I want to be where I believe I should be. So I want to be a 10 with my health and my physical health. So that's the growth. This is the growth. These points here, these are the growth. Now your numbers may be different. If this was 5 years ago in my career, I maybe would have rated myself a 2 or 3. Money, I would have probably said I'm a 10, because my view of money was completely different. My belief system was different. It's changed now. And this changes year to year. This is why it's so important to do this every year. Now, once you've got this, just pick an area. So I'm going to pick on family for this one, right? Now I'll just get rid of this. So this is just an example. So if I said I'm currently a 7 and I want to be a 9. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to list down some things that let me clarify this. I'm going to write down a list of what this looks like. What does this number look like to me now? So I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but list some things down. So for example, it's seeing my family more. It could be having a deeper connection with people. Right now, this looks to me as if I'm having deep conversations and growth with my wife, but maybe not as many conversations with my parents. And then I want to list down on this side, what does this number look to me? So this could be seeing my parents once a week, for example. This could be having more of a deeper conversation. This could be a better understanding of my siblings. With that, I can include friends. Having more deeper bonds and conversations with my friends. And then what I'm going to do, and this is the plan, this is how you then grow for the next year. So now you've identified what's important to you in your life. What does it look like now? What do you want it to look like? Now I'm going to create the action plan. So that's what I say. You can do this to as big a scale as you want or as small a scale as you want. My suggestion is that you pick up maybe 1 or 2 things to focus on and give yourself a timeline of a couple months. So this makes it manageable. So now I'm going to create the perfect action plan. And this is what I call the 5 stages of how. So you're going to ask yourself, so 5 stages of how. I hope you guys are loving my little children's whiteboard here. I'm going to ask myself how once. So for example, if I want to go from a deeper connection to have deeper conversations with my parents or my siblings from where I am now to where I want to be, how am I going to do that? So the first thing is I need to identify where I am. So I've done that. So that's a tick. The second how. Okay, so how am I going to bridge that gap? Now I'm going to list out some actions I need to take. So this could be allocating more time. Allocate time. This could be booking a dinner, going to the house, making more phone calls, for example. I know we're all busy and it's hard to get time together, so maybe make a phone call, video call. We have that technology, need to utilize it. Okay, so then the third how am I going to do this? I'm going to go and set a calendar. And I know this sounds awkward, like it's a business and it's not just straight from the feeling, but often you know what it's like being people busy, like, oh, I text them back later. You don't text someone back for 3 or 4 days. So I'm going to set like a calendar thing. I say, so for these 2 times a week, I'm going to make that phone call. I'm going to leave myself 15 minutes to have that phone call with that someone. And I'm going to make sure that that's what I do in that period. And then the fourth how. So once I've done that, how do I go about doing it? I'm going to have that I'm going to actually go and do it. I'm going to trial it this weekend. I'm going to give myself some time. So I'm going to do a trial. Then I'm going to go and do it. Most importantly, if I want to have that deep connection, that deeper bond, I need to identify some things I want to talk about. So maybe that could be having an initial conversation and saying, you know what, this is where I feel like we are, and this is where I want us to be. So let's have a bit more open, have that conversation and talk about things more. And this is how you can create a great action plan. And it gives you the simplified steps. It also gives you timelines. Because if you give yourself a time allocation and a timeline, you can actually get it done. And so this is why that's why this time of year is so important, because you can identify where you are now in your life. What have you done for the past year, past 10 years, past 15 years that's gotten you to this point? And if you're not happy with where you are, you can then decide, okay, this is where I want to be. And then create the action plan to how you get to that point. And you can use this in any part of your life. This, like I said, this is relationships, your career, your money, if you want to get that job promotion. how do you go and do it? What's important to you? And that's why this time of year is so important. So I urge you, if you go through this now, you'll see a massive change and a massive shift in understanding who you are and how you can get yourself to the level that you want to be. So remember, everything that you've done to this point has been part of your best thinking. And now using tools like this, you can take your best thinking to the next level and then elevate yourself as a person daily, a little bit every single day. So I just want to do a quick recap. So we've looked at the life's timeline, and this helps you understand who you are, a bit more about what's important to you and how you can identifying how you've changed and how you've grown over the past year or so. Then we've done the wheel of life. So this is identifying where you are now in your life, what is important to you, and where you want to be in your life. And then we've done the action plan, so the 5 stages of how. This is creating the steps to get you from where you are now to where you want to be. So I hope you enjoyed that. That was some really powerful stuff. It's worked for me. I use it. I do it every year. And I hope it works for you. Like I mentioned earlier on in the video, that I've got a book out. It's called Managers Are Not Leaders on Amazon. I haven't got a copy here with me now, but if you're interested in understanding more about how you can lead your life through behaviors, then that book is definitely for you. And if you want to learn more about tools and tips like this and how you can better lead your life, lead your career, lead your relationships, then read some of my blogs. My website it's in the description below. It's in the link. It's pmgrowth.co, and I've got loads of great value on there. And all I ask of you is that if you find that this information is valuable to you, share this video with someone so that they can take the value from it too and go on and implement it into their daily lives too. So thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for watching this video. I feel very privileged, and I hope to see you on the next video. Click the subscribe button somewhere along here if you like these kind of videos. I've got so many other videos that you can watch and learn from. Thank you very much. This is JT signing out.